So how's it going, guys? It is time for a video game review, and today I am looking at Sonic Forces. And many people are going to be very happy because I actually have video game footage this time around for this review. So I'm pretty excited to be able to share this, and hopefully, God willing, this will be many more reviews to come. So, guys, I hope you enjoy my review of Sonic Forces for the Xbox One. Alright, guys, so let's get on with this review. Pretty excited to finally be doing this type of stuff here. I've been wanting to do this for a while and finally buckled down and started doing this. So, hopefully get more game reviews to come. But anyway, let's focus on this one. So, Dr. Robotnik, Dr. Eggman, I don't like to say that name as much, but, I prefer Dr. Robotnik. It's the name I grew up with. But anyway, he captures Sonic in this game, and the whole game is about an uprising to take back the planet after Dr. Robotnik conquers it after capturing Sonic. So, he enlists the help of Infinite, a new villain. So we see the game starts off Sonic running through green hills that's been covered in sand. We see a giant worm in the background, which is pretty cool. It's a nice first level. We've seen Green Hills. We've already saw Green Hills again in the in Sonic Mania. So, here we are seeing it once again. And, I don't really mind as much as other people. Green Hills to Sonic is, kind of like Mario, the amount of reiterations they've done on the first level of Mario Brothers. We're going to see it. It's like the same thing of having a temple that involves water in The Legend of Zelda. You're going to see it. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. So, we see Shadow, Metal, Savok, Chaos, and Infinite beating down Sonic in one of the first couple of cutscenes, and Sonic gets captured. And this brings about the new character, the Rookie, which is something that I'm a big fan of. You get to create your own character in this game. Yes, you're given many options where you could actually craft your own character, and there's a lot of options in clothing. And one of the cool things about this game is the more you go through this game and you progress, and there's a lot of replay value in these levels because you're going to want to get like the higher ranks. It's a little bit easier to get a higher rank in this game than, say, Sonic Adventure, probably because the levels are a lot shorter, and they will reward you for the amount of rings that you bring to the goal and the amount of time you complete the level in. So there's something like 30-something levels, including the bonus DLC, which, by the way, is free, which is the Shadow story that explains Shadow and Infinite and, why they're at conflict as well in this game. So, we find out later on that Infinite is using the Ruby that was introduced in Sonic Mania. So, I don't know if there's some sort of continuity or they just like the idea of the Phantom Ruby. But that is what Infinite is using. That is the source of his power. And, I mean, he is a pretty cool addition. I like his design. He looks pretty cool. So he creates illusions, and before you know it, he's created a bunch of copies. So these are not the real, this is not the real Chaos, it's not the real Shadow, as we'll find out, And you can kind of see, because they're kind of have like a blip on them, they look kind of like they're just, digital copies. You can kind of see that they're not whole. They talk, though, like Zavok actually talks to Sonic and everything. Where the real Zavok is, where the real Metal is, I don't know. I don't know why the originals are not there and why it's just strictly copies, but, I guess, that's just part of the story. Whatever, it's a Sonic game. Has the story ever made 100% sense? Sonic 06, for example, I mean, are we really complaining? So, it's a decent story. I like that they're creating an uprising in this game, so they enlist the Rookie. Like I said, the level of detail that you could put into your Rookie, into your created character, into your avatar, is more specifically what they call it in this game. It's kind of limited. I mean, you really can't change like things on its face too much, but you could do like outfits. You could change the pants, you could change the shirt, you could give him glasses, you could give him headgear. You could see with mine, I put a beanie on him, I gave him a backpack. You know, I tried to make him kind of look more like a tactical agent of some sort. I figured, you know, if we're going to be a resistance movement, I'm not going to make my guy wear dorky, you know, big frame glasses, which I see is very popular amongst a lot of people who are playing this game. But you know, I want to make my guy look cool. You know, I kind of want him to have that sleek kind of secret agent look to him. So that's kind of what I was going for in this game. Also, we see the return of, you know, you only get to play as, well, 3 in the main story, 3 characters: Modern Sonic, the Avatar Rookie, and Classic Sonic, which I haven't even mentioned yet. And this is the thing about Classic Sonic. His controls are, I don't want to see they're terrible. I've played games with worse controls, but they're not good. You know, after coming hot off the heels of Sonic Mania, would it have been so horrible to offer up the same control scheme that was in those games? Okay, I know other people worked on those games, but still, Sonic Team, those are your controls. Why does Sonic feel so heavy? And I can't help but say that. You know, some called me Johnny, put it in a very good way in his review of this game. They feel heavy as shit. Like, it's not very comfortable playing as him. He doesn't control very well at all, and it's odd because it's like, you guys made that control scheme that's in Sonic Mania, so why is it not in this game? Especially because all of Classic Sonic stages are 2D, so it would work well. It's not, I kind of tried to think, well, maybe it's the physics. Well, not really. It's not really the physics at all. Not at all. It's just the way how you program the controls. They're not good. They don't really work that well. Modern Sonic is a little bit better, but actually we kind of have a weird thing about this game. His controls are good when you've got the sections where it's kind of just a view from the back, a rear view of Sonic. This is basically for the running portions. This is when you're really supposed to be boosting a lot, and you're boosting into enemies. You're going to be doing that a lot in this game. And that's also a complaint I have to say about this game, because we're going to have to start to get into the negatives. I've already mentioned the controls. So, you know, the strongest part of this game is the avatar, being able to create the replay value of going back into the levels, trying to get a better score, a better ranking, so you can unlock more pieces for your avatar. But this game is kind of very samey throughout. You know, as Modern Sonic, you're going to be blasting through hordes of enemies. You're going to be looking at Sonic's ass a lot as he's boosting. Then it switches to 2D, and I like that. You know, we saw that in Sonic Generations, and for a while this was kind of thought to be a Sonic Generations 2 sort of game. But, you know, then, you know, especially when Classic Sonic was announced to be in this game, we all thought we were going to be getting Sonic Generations 2, but obviously that's not what happened. So, you know, Sonic, though, when he goes to 2D, the Modern Sonic at least, you know, it's a weird combination. Kind of when he jumps, it doesn't really feel all that natural and smooth, and that really hurts it. So, you know, you're switching back and forth between the ass view and the 2D view. And, you know, so the ass view is the 3D view, obviously. And, you know, but you're doing a lot of the same stuff in this game. It's based around the boost formula. But I think Sonic Unleashed even handled it a little bit better. At least there was a bit more variety in the things you could do. And I really have to complain about the length of these stages. They're so damn short. I mean, I understand that they wanted to make these levels maybe a little bit shorter. It's easier to finish them quickly so you can unlock things. But accommodate based around longer level designs. I mean, to me it kind of feels like they really tried to rush this game and get it down to bare bones, kind of to accommodate the rookie. And I don't really think that that was the best idea, because you kind of compromised the game design by trying to base everything around the rookie, even though the rookie is one of the best parts. I mean, I still like playing as Modern Sonic the best, you know, I just, you know, because he's the main character, but I like the rookie. And the thing is about the Wisps, some of these Wisps, they don't feel as good as others. Like the Lightning Wisp, I didn't really like. The Void is kind of cool, but it's kind of novel. Really, the Wisp that works the best. And let me explain what it is exactly. You're given a device in the beginning, and basically you could change the Wisp abilities. So it's kind of like Sonic Colors. And you could use this, and you could get little power-ups throughout the levels, you know, according to which Wisp gun you chose. So, you know, the one that I like the best, I like the flamethrower one, which is the first one you're given in the game. And there are little upgrades that they give to you. So, like, if you, like, I think one of them is, you know, you get more rings based on the enemies that you destroy with the flamethrower Wisp. And the thing is, I don't know, this one just seemed like it handled enemies the best. It was the least awkward, and when you're trying to race through a level for the S rank, it really seemed like the flamethrower was the quickest way to dispatch enemies. So that's kind of why I kind of, you know, catered a bit more to the Flame Wisp gun in this game. So, you know, it would have been nice if maybe I didn't feel that way about the other Wisp guns, that, you know, they're just not as helpful. They're cool, they're novel, you're going to want to check them all out just to see what they do. But kind of when you cater to just one gun, you kind of know that not all the others are really that great. So, you know, not all Wisp guns are created equal, I guess you could say. So, overall, what does this game really suffer for? Why is it getting mixed reviews and everything? Well, it is in part due to the controls. The soundtrack, it's a bit hit and miss. I like the vocal, lyric included songs of the rookie stage. The avatar is kind of cool. But, like, these stages are so short, they're forgettable. I replayed through stages, and I kind of didn't even remember. Like, after the first time I went through, I played through them the second and third time, and I'm like, oh, okay. And because of the controls in this game, you are going to suffer a lot of cheap deaths. And there is some enemy placement in this game that is so infuriating. And I think maybe you can kind of see that in a couple of these clips that I have here. It's just, you could be, there's one particular part that I remember in the chemical plant with Classic Sonic, where I am like spin dashing after coming off a loop, and their enemies are, boom, they're right there. And it's like, holy shit, what are they doing right there? I mean, like, who put them there? You kind of have to give yourself a chance. You know, they have to give you a chance, I should say, of being able to react to certain situations. And they don't do that in this game. And that's been a problem throughout, you know, quite a few 3D Sonic games. But I felt it more prevalent here. And maybe because it's a later game, I feel like they should have fixed this already. But the controls really just kind of drive me nuts in some sections. I felt like Sonic careened off an edge way too many times. So it's really the controls in this game. And the level design, like I said, it's not that exciting. You're doing a lot of the same stuff. And a lot of the way these levels are designed, you're also going back to the same stages a lot. Like, you're returning to the Death Egg a lot, and you get to see it from a number of perspectives. But after a while, you don't really feel like these stages are really that different. And when you do hit on something interesting, like there's one part where Infinite banishes you to another realm, and you know, it's like you only stay in that realm for like a minute, and then you and the avatar boost out of it, and you're done. And you're back to, you know, where you were in the previous level. So, it's like, when you have an interesting idea, it would have been interesting to see how Sonic got out of there. Like, he's banished to that zone where it's nothingness. You know, and it might be an illusion, you know, perpetrated by the Phantom Ruby. But still, I would have liked to see that explored. Like, you're introducing a new element in the game. Oh shit, Sonic's trapped in something that looks like the Phantom Zone. You know, and it would have been cool to see what maybe happens and transpires in there. And, you know, Sonic's having trouble getting out. But he's out of there in under 30 seconds. So it's like, you know, you introduce that new element into the game, and then you just rip it right away from the player without a chance to really explore it, and it's back to the old samey routine, basically. Boost, 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 grind on this rail, and get to the end of the level as quickly as possible with maintaining as many rings as you can to get the S rank. So this is not a bad game by any means. I actually enjoyed quite a bit of it. I said there's a lot of replay value, and you're going to want to unlock all the costumes. Episode Shadow, the DLC, well, you know, what can I say about this, really? Shadow plays exactly like Sonic, and you play through a lot of the same levels, and there's only 3, which is kind of like a bit lazy, and we learned that Shadow had taunted Infinite before he became Infinite, and that's why he decided to become Infinite. So, you know, you get a little bit of extra story out of there. It's nothing deep. It's nothing really that important. It's something that could have easily been addressed in the game in probably like 2 minutes in the main campaign, the main story. But, you know, it's nice that they had a little bit of extra, and it's free. So how the hell am I even complaining about that? So this is a solid game. It's good. You're going to enjoy it, especially if you're like me and you really like Sonic a lot and you're a loyal fan. But, you know, after coming off Sonic Mania, I felt like this game could have been a lot better. They could have really tried to do, like, different things and, like, have better controls, like in Sonic Mania. The fact that a rookie team, you know, that doesn't have a lot of experience, under, like, 10 years, under 5 years experience in video games. I mean, you know, basically, Christian Whitehead, you know, the leader of the project on Sonic Mania, he was just doing fan games. You know what I mean? This is a guy that's not used to having a big budget and all that. And he was able to put out a better game than Sonic Team itself. And, you know, these guys, like, I'm looking at the credits. I'm like, holy shit, the amount of people that worked on this game compared to Sonic Mania, and Sonic Mania still came out better. What does that tell you? It doesn't matter the budget of a game. It doesn't matter the size of the team. It shows you the passion. Sometimes it doesn't matter how, you know, big or how much money is backing it. The passion is what matters. And Sonic Mania was a way more passionate game. I mean, this is a good game. They tried, they put effort into it. There's a lot of interesting elements. It's a decent story. But at the end of the day, it's just not as good as Sonic Mania, and it's feels very similar in a lot of ways. It borrows a lot of elements from other past Sonic games, and some of those elements are not that great, and the controls in this game, I gotta say, are probably, well, they're even worse than Sonic 06. Sonic 06 didn't exactly have bad controls. This game, at some portions of the game, the controls just infuriated me. Anyway, guys, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this review. So, you know, I'm not going to give a rating to this game. You basically could tell. If you're a Sonic fan, pick it up. You'll enjoy it. On Black Friday, it was on sale for $30. I paid $40 for it off of Amazon. Do I feel it was a worthwhile purchase? Yes, I always enjoy exploring the new chapters of Sonic the Hedgehog, but it could have been a lot better. And if you're going to choose one Sonic game to play this year, and you haven't played one already, it should be Sonic Mania. That is the best Sonic game that has been released this year. But this game is not bad by any means. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the review. Hopefully many more to come. Until next time.